What is up, guys? Today I will be commentating on the highlights of the 1-2-3 field at the Dixie Classic Criterium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and let's just get right into it. Not even 30 seconds into the race, I joined these two guys at the front. They look like pretty strong dudes, so I'm going to just hop on their wheel and see if we can create a little breakaway. We do create about a 10-second gap, I think, and we have a 4-man break. Things are looking good. This is not my style, going right from the gun, but I'm like, hey, screw it, let's do it. I'm just trying to test some winter base mile fitness. So we have this 4-man break, but it does not work out, and here we go. There's counterattacks. My brother is here on the right in the black kit and the gold helmet, and our goal for this race is really just to land one of us on the podium. There's 18 riders, so that was our goal, just to race at the front, cover attacks, and here he goes. There's my brother going for it. He's going to put in this little acceleration, see if he can get some riders strung out, separate the weak from the strong. But this does not work out, and there's another attack. So I try to follow this guy. He's all over the place. I don't know what his motive was, but it kind of looks cool. But we get brought back, and then there's more attacks. But again, it's 10 minutes into this bike race. I do not want to put more effort into breakaways than I have to. But now my brother is off the front with 3 guys. It's looking like a good attack, but a lot of people want to go and bridge that gap. So I just kind of sit on these wheels. I'm not trying to drive the pace, but I'm kind of trying to gauge where the gap is. Unfortunately, here he is, my brother Luke, on the right, getting swallowed up. And it was a good move. I mean, it was what I wanted to see. But 20 minutes into the race, he's kind of done for the day because he spent so much energy. So here's this really strong guy. He's going to go off the front, and I guess this is what you could consider a winning breakaway. And I made this mistake of letting him go, and then the guys behind me were not too happy. So I spent a whole lap just chasing him back, and some words were exchanged. But here we go. There's this field split. You'll see later that it's about 9 people deep. And instead of showing you guys lap after lap after lap of boring pace line, I'm just going to kind of cut through. You know how it works. You do your work at the front, you flick the elbow, then you go back to the back and draft and work together. And this group actually worked pretty well together because we wanted to ultimately get away. So with 3 laps to go, we see the main pack. We want to lap them and get past them and cause not as much confusion as there is here, but we don't want to be joining with them. So what do you know, my brother in this main pack is driving the pace at the front because he doesn't want to get lapped by a little brother. I completely understand his decision, but now there are 2 guys from my breakaway group that are up the front about 100 meters. But next lap, somehow 5 of us come together and we're looking around at each other like, oh shoot, well, we're all tired. Who's going to make this final move? So here we go. 1 lap to go. There's a mini acceleration, about 1,000 watts. I'm tired. Heart rate is at 188 BPM. So I'm going to try to rest the legs a bit and follow this wheel in front of me. For those of you that are in bike racing, you know with a lap to go, you need to be glued onto that person's wheel in front of you. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I haven't raced in a while, but that's not going to be an excuse. In bike racing, you want to minimize mistakes, not maximize them. So I realized I made a mistake, and what do? I capitalize on my mistake by making another stupid mistake. I'm coming up on 3rd, and you know, in a 3-4 crit, yeah, you might have the strength to chase this down, but they are 200 meters in front of me. There is no way I'm going to catch them. So I'm sitting here at 192 BPM, and all I'm doing right now is leading the 2 guys out. Behind me, they get 3rd and 4th. I settle for 5th, not the podium, not what I wanted. But I'm stoked on 5th. I'm excited about where I was at. So there's some race stats. If you guys like this video and these types of videos, please consider liking and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.